Hello, and welcome to a little Foundry tutorial. I found the need to create multiple new magical objects, found that the new system, currently using Foundry version 11, update 2.6.4-ish, somewhere around there. And I noticed that you can now identify and unidentify items, which now works correctly. It didn't before. And I thought it would be fun to create some magical items, um, such as this. Out of it longsword, I came up with, well, basically it's a cursed longsword. For my story, anyone that touches it gets controlled to have the mind of a previous owner of this longsword and call everyone sire, basically be a new character, and my players absolutely fucking loved it. So, let's start with how to come up with new magical items. There are two ways which I like to do. Number one is think of what the need currently is, of what you want, and then inputting some things into ChatGPT. Do not worry, I use normal ChatGPT, the free version, so anyone can do it. The only thing I will be using is Midjourney for creating an image because I am not that artistically capable to create the things on my own. So let's start with a basic prompt. I want to create a magical item in D&D 5e. Okay, yeah. It gives you basically the same things, concept and theme, what you want, what you need. And yeah, the appearance will come last or first, depending if you want a gimmicky item like a fork that shoots lightning. I also created one of those before. Or who's gonna use it and what they're using it for. A very funny example I have created before is this ring, a Skeletor skull ring, basically a skeleton ring. If it's unidentified, it doesn't have anything because I just gave this to my player. And what it does, it's not marked as magical item. Magic items are marked if you cast a spell with them, so you can give them spells. Basically, when he uses the ring, he spawns a little skeleton to aid him in battle. And it's green, so of course there should be a red counterpart, which the main villain, for now, will get. I will not explain who the villain is, due to the fact that my players are 100% gonna watch this video. So, yeah. Drawbacks, curses. Um, yeah, okay. Balancing is a factor. If it's an item that gets destroyed after one use, it can be more powerful. If it's an item that they can continuously use, it should have a drawback. The drawback of the skeleton ring is the skeleton is weak as fuck. The positive of the skeleton ring is you can give it commands. Simple ones, also kind of a drawback. If you say attack the big creature and someone uses enlarge on your ally, that ally is a large creature. And then it's just who is closest. So the player indirectly controls them. The fun part is that it grows stronger the more it kills. So enemies that it killed get a special marker, special points that you just write down and give it stats however you see fit. If it gets destroyed a few times, gets one constitution, and so on. You can give it equipment, make it your own. So there are examples of this. These are just almost spells-ish. And okay. Anyways, let's begin. I want to create a new ring because my players are very keen of rings because they can wear 10 of them. One of them I had created is this one. The description is not much. This would have been the unidentified, but I created this before the update. And what it does, it shoots a lightning strike. It does 3d6 damage. Pretty good. It's very rare. Should probably be a legendary, but we'll get to that. And the drawback is it has 2 charges. The charges recover 1 per day. And if it reaches 0, it breaks. So, because I can't just say it recharges 1 per day, that kind of defeats the purpose. So I just take charges where you can put a recovery formula if you want to. In effect, you can add passives, which I have done with a different item. If I can find it. Alright, it's on a compendium. Easier, just take my character, go to his inventory, and look at it from there. Okay, so we have this gauntlet, which does nothing to his eyes. You feel stronger. So if we, for example, now want to look at this gauntlet, I just drag it out and then go to the effects. You can add passive effects, which if you look at it, you can set a duration. This is a passive permanent effect, which adds 1 attack damage, or 1 to attack and 1d2 to attack damage. Meaning that if he does not have it equipped, his effects are off. But it is cursed, so cursed, so he cannot take it off. This gauntlet doesn't really have a drawback. It just makes it so he can't wear any other gauntlets. Which in per se isn't bad, but that's for his background and therefore doesn't need a full drawback. A drawback item I have created should be around here, the ominous dagger. It simply controls you if you fail a saving throw. I have done this pretty badly because this one doesn't work. This is a saving throw for this, but that's about it. It should have a different one where you need to use a saving throw to not get controlled, but this is for the poison, and the effect it gives is basically just roleplay. So, easiest way to create one, let's think of a ring. As I said before, what it should do, maybe it's just a cursed ring. So, just ask ChatGPT or tell it, I want to create a cursed ring that when equipped does... When equipped, gives some sort of disadvantage. Yeah, okay. While it's creating that, pretty fast actually, I can show you to HackMD. So HackMD. Here you see Foundry, the examples, which you can use to adjust your settings. So, for example, if you write this, So systems abilities dot strength dot value or dot bonus dot check. You can give a +3 strength check bonus, basically, which is great. So, key points. I don't care about the key points. The temptation of it is it's a diamond ring or a golden ring. It's valuable, and you get the urge to wear it. So, let's begin with the item before we continue talking too much. So, first we have equipment. Generate equipment. Let's make it unidentified. If we call unidentified gold ring, if we identify it, it has a different name. So we can call this cursed and unidentified. So your players only see the description that you give it. The chat description is given when used or when put in the chat. So this ring looks quite valuable, and you get an urge to see it on your finger, for example. And you can say that it's not armor, it's a trinket. Base equipment doesn't need one. It doesn't need attunement, proficiency, automatic, whatever. The curse is it gives you stealth advantage, for example, because it's shining too much. There is no activation cost because it's just a passive. So with stealth disadvantage, you do not need to do anything else. It just gives a stealth advantage. If you want to make it drain your abilities, for example, then you call this well, basically nothing. You just edit the effect. So you add -3 to any and all checks of strength or of intelligence. That sounds good. So we take this up until here, then wisdom bonuses, and then check. With bonuses, check, -3. Well, I said intelligence, so int. And then, of course, int dot bonuses dot save, -3. So if we submit those changes, that's that. The description, if they found it out, should be something like you notice that this ring makes you slightly dumber. But for some reason, you cannot stop thinking of it or about it. Okay. It has a big downside, not really, doesn't have an upside, just a cursed ring. So, yeah, that's that. So, we go to here. Basically, something basic. Gold ring with a cursed aura. You can add D&D style. Don't have to. And while we wait for that, we see what this one has. So, the cursed item will be a cursed gold ring, enticing the user to wear it. Upon wearing it, their intelligence drops by 3. Or should I say their the modifier drops by 3. Because of diminishing intellect. That's fun. Drawback, hidden nature. Hidden nature is concealed, yes. Perfect. So. Oh, it's not done. Okay, whatever. Ring of Dull Mind. This is a pretty fun name. I like it. So let's just use it for the identified. So Gold Ring of the Dull Mind. Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Then here. Ha. Where have I seen this before? Looks good. Download. Go to Foundry. So, I have my own content pack, so I just input it there real quick. Give me a second. Items. Special. There we go. Okay. Then. Oops. Yeah. There, another image. Cursed. Might use this image multiple times for different rings, since it's just a gold ring. And it's enticing. So back in Foundry, we just click on here. You can just add it here. Don't worry, that's German. But I, for one, since I have a module, I put it in here. Pictures, items. No? Oh, no. It should be items. Oh, great. Special, cursed gold ring, select. And let's unidentify it. Great. Let's try it out with player. I like using him. Even though we can also use a random NPC I have. Let's just use a hooded figure. There. Has nothing. Perfect to see the -3. Doesn't have a modifier. If we... Well, this one I delete. Okay. If we give him the ring, you can see the int -3 modifier. The general modifier -3. Ah, wait. I'm stupid. Effects. It should be ability. Oops. Should it be mod? Is it really just a value? Let's try that. It's not a bonus then. So dot value at -3. Submit. So now it's a negative. Oh, that's... Well, that's almost as bad. It's this, and then this is additional 3. No. It should be the modifier. It might be dot mod. Okay, anyways, if he uses it for anything, you see the -3. +0 plus -3. So that's how you create a item. Or that's how I usually create magical items. If you want to be extra fancy, you can go into the effects, change the effect picture to also prevail or show the item name. Pictures, items, special here. Details. Hidden effects. Well, let's just call it gold ring. There we go. I don't think it changes even if you identify it. It just tells you a different source. And yeah, that's about how you create a magical item. I talked on a bit too much. If you have any questions, just ask. If you need fast answers, join the Discord and ask. If you want to see live gameplay, well, live D&Ding, don't know how much you can call the gameplay, follow the link in the description to join the live stream. Next one is this Sunday, I believe. And yeah. Thank you for watching. Hope you got some help. I explained something well enough. And yeah, take care.